Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these clear boxes with messages inside and a couple beads. You could add whatever you want with the message inside, and you could also write whatever you want in the message. So let's get started. So what you're going to be needing for this tutorial is you're going to be needing a pair of scissors. You're also going to be needing some tape. You could also use some tape that comes in a package or anything really. You just need to make sure it's not too big or too small. This is also okay. You just need to cut it in half. You also need some paper. I already folded it a little bit just so you guys could see, but I'll also show you how to do it on this side. And this is also going to be for the note. It could be whatever color. It could also be white if you want to. So let's first start off with the note. As you could see, I already folded it a little bit, but don't mind about that. Just fold it in half and then crease it down the center and then open it. And then what you want to do is, you could see this middle crease. You want this line right here to touch this middle crease. And you want to do that for the other side as well. And now, this is a good time to pull out some scissors. You're going to cut one of these strips out. And when you're using one origami sheet of paper, you could always come back and use these three lines at the next time you make them. Just save them at a good spot so you don't lose it and waste paper. But you want to cut down the crease. You could cut it in half first if you want to, but I'm just gonna cut one. And you're gonna write your message here. Just save it right here and put it off to the side. Now we're gonna use some tape now, and we're gonna now make this box around here. So you're gonna find the edge right here. I think it's the other way. You're going to peel off a little bit of tape. And you want to cut it like this, just like this. And what you want to do is be really careful with this. You're going to cut it in half if you're using my kind of tape. If you're using some other kind of tape that's a little bit thinner, you don't have to do this step. But I'm just going to cut it in half because I don't want it to be too big. I'm going to cut it in half. Make sure you don't rip that much. And make sure if it rips on one side, use the other side, because I think I just did something wrong. But if you accidentally rip it like this, just like I did, that's okay. You could use it in our next step. Just save it somewhere, but I'm just going to save it to the side. I'm going to redo this because this tape is a little bit hard to handle. And if you also run into the same step as I do, the same problem as I do, just redo it and pause this video, or you could just do it while I'm doing. So as you can see, I accidentally ripped off a little bit, and that's okay. That means I don't really need to really cut it. I could just cut off the excess right here. Carefully cutting off the excess. And I could use that for later. So I'm gonna put it off to this side right here in my tape ball. And now what you're gonna do is, if you have a roll like mine, you could tape this right here and hold it on one of your fingers. Or it could just dangle like that. Or if you have some other kind of tape and you want to stick it onto a pencil case, then you can as well. So what you're going to do with this is, you're going to find your tape again, or you could just stick it up a little bit like this and then stick your scissors right here and leave a little bit so you can peel it off later. What you want to do is you want to line the end That's okay, you could use. So guys, here is my tape, and I cut off a big chunk of tape. And what you're gonna do is just stick it on your table, or you could stick it on your pencil case if you want. You're gonna cut a little piece off like this. Don't let it stick onto your table, just leave a little bit like that. And if you have any excess like this, just cut that off as well. And stick it somewhere. You're going to find the end, and you're going to stick it like a square. You're going to wrap it around since you have excess. Just like this. You're going to do that 3 more times. And those are going to make the sides of our square. It's just going to leave the top and bottom empty. But we will deal with that a little later. So once I have those 4 squares, I will come back to you guys and I'll tell you what the next step is. So guys, I got my 4 clear pieces of tape. It might look a little transparent to you guys, but that's okay. As you can see, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you have a little excess right here, let me just take out right here. And that's okay, you don't need to cut it off. And if you did, you could just redo the steps. But as you can see, it folds a little bit. So what I want you to do is I want you to make the square shape, cube shape. And it might not be pointy at first, that's fine. You do little points, and then I'm gonna attach it like this. As you can see, it's a kind of a square. And then as you can see, there's a little tape thing, and you're gonna use it to secure the cube, almost a cube. You wanna make sure the edges are pointy, maybe and bending them a little bit, flattening them. It's okay if there's like a little bit of sticky parts, that's fine. It actually helps it support the note a little bit more. And then what you guys want to do is you want to get another piece of tape. I got my long piece of tape, and what we're going to be making is we're going to be making the lid and the bottom of our cube. So you're going to pick any side you want. So I'm going to pick this side, and you're going to secure the tape right here. Make sure it's a long piece of tape. And then you're going to put it over your cube to make the top or the bottom, it doesn't really matter. And if there's a little space like mine, that's okay. We'll secure that a little bit later. So now we're making the bottom or the top. It's your choice. And if it breaks like mine, that's okay. You could just reattach it like that. You'll just have to deal with a little bit smaller tape. And then you're going to tape it all the way over here. But instead of doing the same thing like we did down here, you're just going to leave it like this. And get your tape, get some tape, and you're going to get a little piece of tape right here. And I'm going to do the same cube thing right over here. Right here. And it makes a little bit, and that's going to be the top actually. You're going to fold it down right here, and then the tape is going to secure it right down. So we're just going to leave that off to the side right there. Get out your long piece of paper. Put out your long piece of paper right here, and you're going to take out a pen. So I'll take out a pen, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. So guys, I got a pen. It doesn't have to be a pen. It could be a pencil if you want. You're just going to write a short message, or it could be a long message. it doesn't really matter. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to write thank you. If it feels a little bit too big, you could grab your scissors and cut a little border around it, so like this. And with your pen, you're going to start wrapping around your pen like this, and then unwrap it. So it gets a little curvy. And what you're gonna do, it doesn't matter how small it is, you're gonna start wrapping the paper around in circles, like this. And you're gonna grab another piece of tape, a little piece of tape, tiny. It's okay if you cut it really tiny, since the message is going to be really tiny. That's okay if it's tiny. You're going to secure it with the tape. There. So I'm going to put this tape off to the side. And now you actually have your message completed. So instead of putting it right away there, you're going to wait a little bit longer, and we're going to complete the top a little bit, just a little bit longer, and then you'll add like a little beads and seashells if you want to. You could also add some other stuff if you want to. You're going to close the top. Practice closing and opening the top, because I know it could be a little bit difficult since it's all tape and it sometimes sticks to each other, and then that extra piece of tape is going to secure it. So I got the hang of it pretty much, so I'm going to open it. I'm going to leave it open so this doesn't get less sticky. I'm going to go and get some beads, and then I'll come back to you guys to put in with the roll the message, and then we're gonna start putting things inside, and you could put anything you want. So I'm gonna go grab some beads. Alright guys, so I went around the house and I got 3 white beads, and I got 2 seashells as well. So I think I'm gonna put the beads in first, and they're going to stick to the bottom since the bottom is sticky. And you're just gonna put one inside and kind of place them where you want it to be. I'm going to place them right here. I'm gonna put the note in. You could put the note in whenever you are ready. And then if it keeps falling down like mine, that's okay. And then I'm gonna put the 2 seashells, just like that. And then I'm gonna close the top like that. So guys, that is how you make these clear boxes with a lot of jewels and beads inside. And you could even give this to your friends and write them a message. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!